The B-2 Spirit is often compared to a UFO in the sky, not because of its looks alone, but because it's almost invisible to enemy radar. Instead of showing up clearly on radar screens, the bomber's shape and coating scatter signals, making it appear as a much smaller object, or sometimes not at all. This allows the B-2 to slip into heavily defended areas where other aircraft would be spotted immediately. In simple terms, it can fly straight into enemy territory, drop its weapons, and leave before anyone even knows it was there. The B-2 bomber first rose into the skies in July of 1989, making its inaugural flight as it departed the hangars of Palmdale, California, marking the beginning of a new era in strategic air power. Since that historic flight, the aircraft has become a cornerstone of American military operations, undergoing significant upgrades to maintain its cutting-edge capabilities. When the B-2 first entered service, the global stage was defined by a new kind of conflict. It was a conflict that demanded a different type of weapon, one capable of reaching any target on Earth, slipping past the strongest defenses, and striking with unparalleled precision. It was a weapon powerful enough to force adversaries to rethink their strategies entirely. During this period, world leaders announced major provisions of strategic arms reduction treaties, signaling efforts to reduce nuclear arsenals and ease the risk of war. The B-2 became the embodiment of that shift, a first-of-its-kind stealth bomber designed to reassure allies while instilling fear in any adversary who threatened global stability. Years later, it was called upon in NATO-led airstrikes against Serbian forces in Kosovo, where coalition aircraft targeted positions of military importance with devastating effect. The B-2 demonstrated its effectiveness by eliminating roughly a third of all Serbian targets within the first 8 weeks, flying non-stop missions between its home at Whiteman Air Force Base in Missouri and Kosovo. According to the Air Force, the B-2 Spirit is classified as a multi-role bomber, capable of deploying both conventional and nuclear weapons with remarkable precision. The aircraft offers a unique combination of operational flexibility and combat effectiveness, comparable to other manned bombers in the U.S. fleet. In addition to its low observable design, the B-2 also features high aerodynamic efficiency and a capacity to carry substantial payloads, making it a versatile and formidable weapon in the U.S. arsenal. Like all aircraft, the B-2 requires routine maintenance. Specialized low observable maintenance also ensures the bomber's stealth features remain fully operational, a process that can take anywhere from 30 minutes to an entire day. Once maintenance is completed, the B-2 moves into pre-flight checks, a critical step before any mission. These inspections involve a meticulous examination of the cabin, nose, engines, tail, wings, and other key components to ensure the aircraft is completely mission-ready. These checks are vital for the ground crew to guarantee the plane will operate safely during flight. As of 2020, fewer than 500 Air Force pilots have earned the qualification to fly the Spirit. Completing a demanding training program at Whiteman Air Force Base that includes submitting detailed performance evaluations, a requirement uncommon among other aircraft. The Air Force considers B-2 pilots an elite corps, with very few selected for this prestigious role, and those who are chosen describe it as a significant honor. Unlike the B-1B, which has a crew of 4, or the B-52, which requires 5, the B-2 operates with only 2 crew members, a pilot in the left seat and a mission commander in the right. The bomber can fly 6,000 nautical miles without refueling, or up to 10,000 with a single mid-air refueling, meaning pilots may spend long hours in the cockpit. This intricate maneuver begins with the KC-135 Stratotanker and the B-2 Spirit approaching at different altitudes before the tanker banks away to create an opening for the stealth bomber to move in from behind. The B-2 waits in a designated holding area until it receives clearance to enter the narrow refueling envelope, where the flying boom operator takes control of the alignment. Once connected, fuel flows at an extraordinary rate of 900 gallons per minute, allowing the bomber to stay airborne for missions that can stretch across continents. Given the demanding nature of these flights, crews often eat light the day before to maintain focus and energy. When not engaged in operations, B-2 bombers are housed in large climate-controlled hangars at Whiteman Air Force Base, designed to accommodate the aircraft's massive 170-foot wingspan while giving crews space to perform maintenance. Because of its enormous size and the extensive upkeep required to preserve its stealth capabilities, the B-2 represents a multi-million-dollar annual investment for the U.S. government. Many argue this expense is justified, given the aircraft's critical role in national security. As the country's premier long-range strike platform, the bomber must always be properly armed and mission-ready. The conventional weapons team at Whiteman is highly skilled, often competing in events like the Global Strike Challenge. The aircraft typically carries conventional or nuclear ordnance and can hold a payload of up to 40,000 pounds, carefully loaded by experienced members of the 509 Bomb Wing. Even decades after its first flight, the B-2 Spirit remains one of the most advanced and secretive aircraft ever built. A bomber designed to go anywhere, strike anytime, and remind the world why stealth still matters. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more content like this.